Hello, everybody. My name is Ronald Thornton. I'm sitting here with Minister Mohammed and Brother Lamont Stokes, pillars of our community. We're here to discuss issues from the heart. And this is a series that is brought to you by Brother Jamal Davis. Brothers, we're glad to have all of you all here. We just going to jump right in. We're going to talk about different issues that surround our community, our black community, and community abroad. We're going to get personal, with everybody, and hopefully some encouragement will come out where people can be encouraged from brothers as like ourselves that are coming together to talk about these things. So I would just like to start with Brother Lamont. Tell us about Lamont Stokes. Lamont Stokes now.
I'm somebody that's that come from a pretty much, I would say, hard life. My trials and tribulations led me to the person that I am today. The person that I am today is someone that I want to give back. I'm looking to do whatever it is that allows me to make a change within my community. Understand? The biggest thing about, I would say, myself is misunderstood and highly stereotyped. That's about it.
Minister Amon. Tell us about Minister Amon.
Oh man! First, I want to thank y'all, brothers. Man, this is so good to be with familiar faces, doing the right thing. I'm a brother in the struggle for our people. I've been blessed to come up and see a lot of different things. Unfortunately, have lost brothers and sisters along the way, but I'm very blessed and happy to, at this time today, by God's grace, have my head on straight. I'm very happy, as we were talking a little bit earlier, about the need of us, and especially our age bracket, to serve as better guides and helpers to the younger ones that's coming up. So I consider myself also to be very blessed to have, some would call him my OG, some would call him my sensei, but my teacher, my guide, my brother, my friend, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, somebody who, when I was trying to figure out what some of my next steps should be, a real brother who didn't say, oh, this is a young person, man, we can't fool with him. Let me fool with some of these older ones. But he took the time. And nobody got a schedule like he got to give attention to a younger person at that time like myself. So I have been doing the best I can to, as my brother Lamont said, trying to reciprocate that love, that honor, that respect that I was given, that I know will make a difference in somebody's life, and try to give it out without judgment, without trying to figure out is this person worthy, is that person worthy, oh, I'm gonna skip him, he ain't gonna listen no way, so doing the best I can to consciously stay away from that type of judgment, to go after whosoever will, you know. So that's my daily activity, you know, Sunday through Sunday, all day, every day. That's all I do, and that's really all I'm interested in doing.
Okay, well, brothers, since we there, and this is a question for both of you all, and myself too. Now that both of you all have said all this, so now the struggles we all have faced, the families we come out of, the friends we went to school with, the people we played with in the neighborhood. Some are in worse situations now. We see very bad situations. Some we see people that's trying to get out the struggle. Now, don't you think we are responsible to go and teach and bridge the gap of turning this community around? And what I mean is, you hit it right on. There was a key word that you said that was serve. We're considered servants now.
Yes,
Don't y'all think so?
absolutely.
Because see, the Most High have entrusted us to go through what we went through to obtain the information. He shed light on you to be taught by one of the most renowned people, and the Most High shined on you to let you go through what you went through, and you still made it out. So, and he shined on me to go through the struggles and the things that I've been through, and we still got our minds, we still have our spirits, and the Most High has still blessed us with our ability to work. And that work is, and so the question I'm asking is, don't you think we're in a position now that we are some of the most, that we could be some of the most greatest servants for our communities?
Absolutely.
Well, that's why I kind of love being a barber. The reason why I love being a barber so much, I don't cut hair for the money. I cut hair to whisper in our youth ear, because that's where I'm at. I'm right behind the chair, and I'm right there. You understand me? And the unique thing about being a barber is you get to talk to a person. You understand me? And you know, and hearing some of the stories that I hear come from some of the adults, from some of the kids, some of the gangsters, some of the dope boys, it's really like heart touching, because you get to see the bigger picture than the front page, meaning that the makeup of that person. Because for some reason, us as black people, we're stereotyped, for one, because of the color of our skin. But when they come through the door sagging or smelling like drugs, you're stereotyped for that. But no one ever asks what led to that point. Why are you doing what you're doing? Why haven't you stopped? And you know, being a barber, I've actually changed a lot of young men's lives. I've had mothers to actually inbox me, call me, cry to me, and tell me thank you for changing my son's life. And that's one of the unique things I think being a barber is the blessing of being a barber. You understand?
That's beautiful, brother. You know, as I think over your question, Brother Ronald, it makes me to think about even the meaning of minister, which is servant.
Yeah.
And the master teacher told us that he who is greatest amongst you, let him be your servant. So let didn't say he would be the servant. Let means that our will is involved. And one of the greatest things we can do is allow someone who has suffered, someone who has learned through life experience, someone who has now gained the benefit and ability and capacity to serve, to let them serve us.
That's right.
So all of us are gifted through experience and through his calling into some type of ministry. So we have to find out what that is, our personal ministry, and then as we engage in that ministry, stick to it, because at first everybody may not let you be their servant.
Right.
So the fact of the matter is, Brother Lamont is just as much a minister as I am.
Right. He's serving.
Because he's serving the person in that chair. And once that person is served properly, then the shepherd is worthy of his hire. So I'm gonna give you a dove today, man.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yo, Mom, what's a good word today, bruh? Not, I want to, and temper, I need some temps faded out in the back. No, he wants the word. So all of us have to find out how to serve our people from where we are. And if that's behind a barber's chair, it's absolutely nothing wrong with that, and it is honorable, because now that person has somebody that they can trust.
That's right.
They have somebody that they can talk to. I may have had maybe 6 or 7 barbers like in my life, and I'm 45 years old. I'm loyal to my barber.
Right.
That's serious business.
Yes.
We talk about what the latest things are. Amon, what's the latest workout you're doing? So I'm just saying all that to say that, as it says I might go there, so.
Go ahead.
But as it says in the book of Isaiah, it describes him who is our model, but he's described as a suffering servant. So if brother went to prison, that was another part of his education. So it's not about serving time, it's about letting time serve you.
Right.
So while he locked down, he's letting time serve him. He's being educated. He's being learned.
Right.
So, well, you need to go to college and get this type of degree. There's people getting degrees every day and don't mean nothing because they don't know how to serve. And they get started doing this, that, and the third, even with the degree, but can't go because they don't know how to suffer. So they do it for a while and fall to the wayside. So only a person who has suffered, who has went through this, that, and the third, male or female, is worthy to go to another human being to not put demands on them, but to serve them, to show them this is a way we could go, this is another option. I close that point on this. The Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad said to us, and through his star student reminds us, that he said there's no need to condemn a dirty glass. He said, don't condemn a dirty glass, just sit a clean glass beside the dirty glass and let the person choose what they want to drink. See, this let, allow. Brother, that's it, service. Our people, brother, have never been served properly. Ain't nobody never treated us right. Everybody want to dog us out, mess over us. And we have adopted that same behavior, and we now do it to each other. We don't know how to serve each other. And if somebody tries to serve you and be kind to you, you're like, what that end doing?
Exactly.
What he up to? So we have to go all the way back to the root, the real spiritual root of what it means to be a servant, and not to want a lot of things. But if you really want to emulate him, then you are going out in the community to serve, not to be served. If somebody does something or gives you something, that's a consequence.
That's a consequence
of your good service. But you come here to my place, if I'm a waitress or a waiter, you have come here to have a good meal, to relax or do whatever, and I'm here to serve you. Now if I do my job well, maybe there'll be a little something in that folder for me. But I gotta put a pin in it. But I mean, it just touched me already, just what I'm hearing. But I would say from the outset, service.
That's it.
Service is what we need, and we who in many different ways have suffered, we should not let our heads hang low, but we should raise our heads up.
That's right.
Because now we have been fitted out to be the type of servants that the community needs. Right. And because of what we went through, maybe we won't be as arrogant and self-righteous as those persons that we are now replacing to be better servants. Right? So the Apostle Paul, he talked about that thorn in his side.
That's right.
Thornton. But he talked about that thorn in his side that always kept him grateful, always kept him faithful, always kept him in his place, so he didn't get out of place, because he knew he wasn't it, but he was representing the one who was it.
And Brother Amon, on that thorn, if you read on down there, he asked for it to be removed.
Yeah.
But the Most High did not remove it, simply to keep him focused.
That's right.
So what I'm saying is, a lot of things that we deal with as we serve, they're not going to go away.
That's
because
right.
those things that we're dealing with that is not
right.
going to go away, going to keep us focused.
That's right.
Now, we have to grow, because having that thorn, it hurts sometimes. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
It bleeds sometimes. But as you grow, you have to learn how to embrace it. Because at the end, after you've been focused, after you've been, you stayed the course and all that, you're going to really give the Most High really thanks, because he have gotten you over where you need to be. I guess that's the promised land. Is that the promised land after we get over? Is that what that is?
Yes, sir. Now we believe that. We believe in the hereafter.
That's right.
You know.
That's right.
People can argue about the particulars, but if we just go by the word, then the hereafter is a place. It's a place. It's a reality.
It's a reality.
You know, you can't even hang pearly gates on something that's not real. You can't have milk and honey without cows and bees.
That's right.
So there's a reality attached to the hereafter. So we're being purified. We're being purged of things so that we can enjoy the promised land.
The promised land. That's
the
right.
hereland. We can read. You ever been somewhere and out and about? You might be out with your spouse or your significant other, and it's just a real nice evening or place, or maybe it's a nice meal, or it's nothing wrong with a little dancing. Me and my wife, we can burn, man.
Oh.
So you just having a great evening, and then you just see some people that's there that you wonder yourself, how in the world did they get here? They don't belong here. Well, not that they don't belong in the sense that they couldn't be, but they don't even appreciate where they are. They don't know how to act, so they're not getting the fullness of where they are.
That's right.
But it's not the place, brother. It's what they brought in their mind, what they came.
State of mind.
It's their state of mind.
Mm-hmm.
So, brother, you think we're going to go into paradise without first being fashioned to be able to know how to act when we get there? Don't get up in heaven and start acting colored, you know? So, we have a duty and an obligation.
That's right.
You know, to and if I get to going too much, y'all shut me up. But you know, a lot of times we don't get a chance. Those who have been brought or delivered, I'm trying to use language that the listeners would recognize. Those who have been brought or been delivered, to get a chance to feed others that may be in need of deliverance. We tend to feel like we got it. You know, I'm saved. It's a very dangerous language. Not trying to start nothing, but it's very dangerous to take the attitude, I'm saved.
Right.
Because it means that for some, I'm sitting down. I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
I get to the house of worship. That's my seat. Why are you sitting in my seat?
Wow.
I didn't know we had assigned seats there. I thought we left that in Miss Ferguson's third grade class.
That's right.
You know? So, but that's really an attitude. It's a mentality that even in the house of worship that I'm come to be, you know, to cool out in, and I'm going to get my, no, now you're disturbing it. Not that anything's wrong with the house, but it's the attitude. You're not acting like what we come here for. So, if somebody asks me, Brother Amon, are you saved? I say, I hope so. Mm-hmm. Because who am I to say that I am saved? I understand what you say when you think that you're saying that, but to be saved is the past participle of the verb to save. So we don't really know who's saved until after the disaster or the destruction is taking place. Then we will know who was saved and who wasn't. But we do everything right and we walk around and we look right. Yeah, but when His comes, some He's going to look at that we thought was so righteous and so holy, and He's going to say, depart from me, you worker of iniquity. I know you not. So what was the sin that they committed if they wasn't smoking, they wasn't drinking, they wasn't doing all the things we thought they was right? So what sin was they committing? They was not serving.
That's it.
They was not doing their part. They wanted to point in the sky, but no, He said, you how you gonna love God that you ain't never seen?
That's right.
And hate your brother or your sister that you see every day. He was implying then that the brother that you see beside you is the visible reality of the unseen God. And to not love Him, not to respect Him, not to serve Him, is to disrespect Him. So, brother, when I see you, when I see my brother and I serve my brother, I'm serving God. And if I serve you properly and treat you properly and do right by you, the God in you responds.
That's right.
And will bless me.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So these are the tools that are missing. And that's why the word says, brother, that the harvest is ripe, but the laborers
are few.
Where are the people that will go out in the vineyard? I don't care what you call yourself. I'm a Muslim, I'm a Christian, I'm a this, I'm a that. I'm a barber, I'm a minister, I'm a drummer, I'm a therapist. It don't matter what you call yourself.
That's right.
Because you don't go to no established good farm and you don't have different kind of crops. You got all different kind of crops that require all different types of equipment.
That's right.
Some require a big machine, and some require some dainty hands and
just
meticulous picking. So we all got a job to do in the vineyard. But where are the servants, brother? Where are the brothers and the sisters that's going to go out here and serve the people and that's going to cuss you to your face and dog you out and lie about you and say all manner of evil against you for his name's sake? Where are those? Get lied on one time, you tap out. Y'all can have this. Niggas make me sick. I'm done. I'm done. I can't do this. But when you're like that, you're Xing yourself out of the kingdom. You're showing that you're not worthy. Because all the ones that we are really supposed to be following, they kept going. They kept going. So me personally, brother, and a lot of people that have worked with me will tell you, and that's why some do it for a while and then they quit. I understand. Because I don't want nobody around me working in this that hadn't suffered something. Because I don't know what you're going to do.
That's it.
So if everything's been great in your life, you never had a day's problem, all things, stuff, no this, no that, no bad sibling rivalry, you ain't got this and had to move over here, parents separated, divorced, or whatever, your grandmama raised you and all that kind of stuff, I can't stand. My brother, I've been divorced 3 times. If you don't have nothing, all right, come back to me when your life done fell apart.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Because I don't know what you might do when something pop off. Right? And it's inevitable. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that there's so many people out there who feel like their situation has disqualified them for service. I guess I should have just said it in a little simple sentence like that. But just don't understand that what they have experienced qualifies them for service. But we all must have an example. We all must have a guide. We all must have somebody that can show us how, that can give us a demonstration of how to serve.
How to serve.
Well, I don't know nobody, and you want to follow a man, so this guy, he put his pants on, like, well, hold on, wait a minute now. That's not what the word says. The word says, how can they know? Except they have a teacher.
That's right.
And then how can they have a teacher? Except he be sent. Which is showing you that the teachers that have been present have not been worthy to teach us. As the Honorable Muhammad said, a man that won't treat you right won't teach you right. So here we have all this strange doctrine where the master wants to give us sound doctrine.
That's right.
So if our lives are jacked up, it shows us that we have not had good teachers. And now we need to bring to ourselves teachers that will show us how to be servants. Show us how and what to go out here and teach our people that will make a change in their life. And I can't just sit back and be quiet because it hurts some people's feelings.
No.
That the false teacher has told you to be in disagreement with my teacher. But yet, where are your results?
Exactly.
If your doctrine was sound, then why can't you change and transform human life from a word? But my teacher, with words, not forcing nobody to do nothing, not forcing us to do this or but with words, giving us the right word, starts us looking at and doing things in a different kind of way.
Right.
And even desiring to serve. You see? The minister told us one day, he said, brother, he said, be careful what you love because whatever you love has the power to shape you into itself. And natural law shows us that we become like that which we submit to. So you can meet a man or a woman and tell something about their teacher if they're in submission to their teacher. So we have to be careful who we take on as teachers and guides. And I want to be a servant. I want to serve my people. I want to serve my community. Will you show me how? Will you go to somebody that don't have no track record? You looking at a tree that is only born bad fruit, and you want to follow that example?
Right.
That's not wise.
No, it's not.
At least follow the example of and call yourself whatever you feel like you need to call yourself. But if denomination is going to make you not be an agent of salvation, that's a denomination you need to throw in the trash.
You need to
Straight
throw it
like
right
that.
in the trash.
You need to throw that in the trash.